Good morning and welcome to Moopsy in the Morning for January the 4th, 2024. I am Mom and I am joined by the tall, the handsome, the wonderful Id. Yay! And Loki.
You know, if I wasn't already the id, you'd be giving me an ego.
Well, I got my sorry little butt out of bed at about 4:15 this morning. Reheated some leftover coffee, so you know it's always going to be a good day when you got reheated leftover coffee from the day before. And sat down to finish up all the races, turn in all of my EPOs, make sure everything is done. And then I paid off the last of the 2023 trinket thingies. So check your fleets, everybody, and make sure that you have, if you've got it up and running, that you've got the 2023 winter ornaments done. But I think everybody's is done now. And if not, let me know. I don't have a ton of stuff left, but I do have some stuff left. I've turned in all my EPOs. I'm done. I can go do something else now. Yay! Loki, could you stop licking my hand? Thank you. I just put on lotion after a shower, and she's like, delicious lotion. Yes. So I guess we're going to have to figure out what the heck we're going to do moving forward. I mean, it's the winter event's over. I'm sure they've got another event planned, right? It's got to be something cooking. I swear I saw
patch
something.
notes, nothing announced, but
Yeah, but that won't be in the patch notes usually. Let's see if I can do this.
Hey,
race.
Joshua.
Hello.
Hi, Josh.
Well, I'm playing with another streamer at the moment.
Oh, cool. Who are you playing with?
Fruzo Loops.
Fruzo Loops. Good name.
He's Australian.
Clearly the
we won't
breakfast.
hold that against them.
It's true.
Australians, Americans,
All the same to you.
and the UK, and all the English-speaking countries. We all have one
Yay.
thing in common. Am I right?
That we speak English?
Yep.
Wow, I ran right past the first place flag. Or the guy stood there waiting for it. What a stinker. Oh well, I still want it enough. I want it enough. Because, you know, I need more stuff. Let's see. So I swear I did see something about an event coming up. Summer event campaign. Nothing on the event campaigns. Nothing on summer. But I swear I saw something that starts today.
Is it a Borg Red Alert?
Could be. Let me do this.
Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Could be. Could be. Let's get out of here. I'm going to log out for a second. Okay, there's nothing there. Do this. Ooh, that's interesting. I'm trying to type over Loki's head. It's a little challenging. She's going, but I'm just cute, Mom. There we go. Okay, so when I'm logging in, I'm not seeing anything from there. Let's try something else entirely different. I'm going to log in from scratch and see if anything pops up. Okay, nothing there. Yeah, I'm thinking it's got to be like a 14-day Borg alert. Okay. So, Q's Winter Wonderland, patch notes 1.4.24, 25% off everything in there. There's a
Bonus Mark weekend from the 4th to the, I think that's the 18th.
Yeah, and I don't see anything coming up there.
That's on the overview in the journal.
It's really interesting. Back to the original loading screen. Nope, not seeing it. So whatever it was kind of flipped by and I wasn't paying attention. Not that that's a big surprise for me. Let's see if this comes back now. There we go. Alright, what's up in Stowe? Taken by surprise. Incursion, nothing there. Nope, that's not it. Upcoming weekend, yeah. Oh, hold on. It's 2 weeks for the bonus marks weekend, so the bonus marks weekend will be a generous weekend. I don't really need marks. What I really need is dilithium. And lots of it.
I think you need to take 6 weeks off work and, well...
Well, yeah, there's no argument that I need to take 6 weeks off work, but I like the paycheck. It's a thing.
You say you need medical leave.
It doesn't work that way here. If you want medical leave, which my company does grant, we have FMLA and we have lots of people who use it, Family Medical Leave Act, but it is paperwork city to get it handled. You and your doctor have to present a paper of what it is, when you can expect a need to take time off, how often you can work, how often you need to be away. But it's a doable thing as long as your company has 20 or more people, I believe, and we have 22, so we just fit into it. Anyway, I have kinetic damage in space, and I have restore shields on the ground. I don't have anything exciting. Kinetic damage in space I can do on a different... I probably could do it on any tune for 50,000.
I've got destroy 1 dreadnought.
I can figure a way we could do that.
Disruptor damage in space for 150,000.
Alex,
And
I will take disruptor damage in space for 150,000.
And then destroy Herald ships 30.
That could be a gateway to Grethor. Would kill quite a few things at once.
Right? That's basically a one-stop shop.
Yeah. Yeah,
And I need 10 Terran ships.
Oh no! The horror will have to do Jupiter Eratus or something like that.
Or Counterpoint.
Or Counterpoint, yeah. We could do both those. That'd be fun. I'm going to switch ships if we're going to do Counterpoint,
I mean,
though.
I'm down to feel the wrath of they're taking too much damage.
Good morning, Chris. Let's see. Do I have a ship I would rather take out for kinetic damage? Yeah, let me grab a different ship before I start teaming everybody. I have a ship that's built for kinetic, but it's not built for speed or movement or not getting killed. What's Kethva running? Is that a Lachi bug ship? Wow. No, that just doesn't have turn rate.
Okay. I'm ready for invites when ready.
Oh, well, I'm going to go back to Kethsa, but it's time to build me a fast ship. It's time to build me...
You got the legendary pilot warship, don't you?
Probably, yes.
That's
Yep.
the Defiant.
Yes, I do have that one. I haven't set it up ever, to the best of my knowledge. Alright, let's get some teaming going here.
And the guy I was just streaming with, playing with on stream, has just swapped to Minecraft.
Good morning, Chris. I don't see you in game this morning. Are you working? Okay, I'm going to put you down low. Alright, hang on. Let's switch legs. Let's do this.
I'm now Endeavor rank 587.
Ooh. I will have to look at my
Yeah.
other account at some point here. Oh,
750 minus 586. 7, 163,
What are you at?
587.
And 750's the cap?
Yeah.
Yeah, then your math
I'm
is
at
right.
I'm at 606.
I'm on the wrong account to tell you where I'm at because this one maxed out a while ago. But it's an old account. It can. And I've been playing forever.
So that means I've got 38 days.
Oh,
Something
boy,
crazy.
that's getting there quickly. Let's see. How about we
So by
start?
December, by the end of November, early December, I should get it.
So a year from now.
Yeah. But more than likely, by the next time they run the recruitment events, especially the Klingon one, I think they'll bump it up again.
I hope so. Gotta give me something to work for.
Yeah. What does Dark Moon Consortium need to work for?
Oh, I always work for stuff. I always have to have a goal. If I just sit there, it's just like, ugh.
You want dilithium, right?
Yeah, I definitely need dilithium.
Would you like to know an easy, efficient way of getting dilithium?
Tell me your way of easy, efficient dilithium.
All you have to do... Have you completed all the recruits?
Yes.
Well... Build as many tunes as you can possibly make yourself do to level 20.
Okay. I already have 40-some tunes, but okay.
Add a few more to it.
And then do what?
Then take all the recruit rewards... And
We-
take all the dilithium and transfer them to your main.
Oh, yeah, I already do that. Wee woo?
Wee-woo.
The problem is to do all the dilithium takes time.
Have you done all the Admiralty on all 47 tunes?
No, I have a new tune who hasn't finished it yet.
Maybe that's a way you should do it. Start doing it. Start logging into each individual tune and doing the Admiralty on every single damn tune you've got.
Okay. One quick way is doing your reputation, even if you've maxed them out. It only costs you a little tiny bit, and you wind up doing, for the most part, with the exception of competitive, you wind up a positive net gain on dilithium. On EC, and you get the dilithium, and you get marks. And if you do it twice a day on every tune, that's almost your 8,000 right there. Throw an Admiralty. There's no extra I in there. Left or right, by the way?
I'll go right.
Josh, left or right?
I'll go wherever the other good-looking Odyssey goes.
Well, I'm going left, so
Yeah.
I don't know where the other good-looking one's going to go.
I think we have a mine layer building here, so...
Ooh, sweet. Yep.
And it's a crossfield refit, I believe.
That's what it looks like. Let's see.
Nope, it's the Mirror Crossfield Science Destroyer with the crossfield refit design on it.
Since you've got the person we don't know over there, let us know if you need help.
That was highly painless.
Mm-hmm. Just that one last one right there. We're on our way to save you, Ed.
Reinforcements are inbound. The shipyard is secure.
You know the one thing I did used to run on this ship? Dual beam banks on the front of this ship.
Oh, yeah. I can totally see that. Did I switch that out? Let's take you.
But the thing is, I swapped back because I noticed, even with this ship's brilliant maneuverability,
The ships will begin.
the dual beam banks were not, efficient enough to do it.
Efficient
Unless
enough? Or
You couldn't hit what you wanted to hit with
Okay.
it, basically.
To the planet.
narrow arc?
Yeah. I think, anyone who uses dual beam banks on a ship like this are just crazy.
I don't know, crazy. I find they're ineffective on the bigger, slower moving ships. Just because you've got such a narrow arc
Levels of theta radiation.
for firing and getting in
Yeah.
position to get good firing out of them. Oh, well, that worked
It is-
really well.
What?
I moved my torps up front for the kinetic,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden my 50,000 is done. Woohoo!
Just use the trifluoride on the front.
I did,
And, well,
and then I didn't have to worry about it anymore.
yeah. I'm surplus to requirements at the moment.
Oh, come on over and beat up things.
Beyond troop transport.
Oh, if you invite me over, then I will.
Yep. Who has the 30 heralds? Is that you, Id?
Me, and I'm almost close to
Okay.
that.
And we still have 5 minutes to go. I don't think there will be an issue then. Oh, Chris has got them too, so let Chris have ships.
I think I'm 5 away, and then I got 1 dreadnought, which I'm sure we'll get.
Gee, I wonder where we
That
get
means-
a dreadnought. What just blew up?
That means everyone will slow DPS on the dreadnought.
Did we just lose a transport?
Shipyard troop transports are beginning their run to the planet.
No, I don't
Okay.
think so.
I saw something blow up and I didn't know if it was Id, me, transport, or one of these stinking heralds.
It's me blowing up the heralds.
The radiation field kept me from seeing it.
Shipyard troop transports are beginning their run to the planet.
Chris, let us know if you need a hand over there, since we have somebody who's not one of the ship.
He's not in the inner circle.
Yeah, that's the way to put it. He could be, though. Erica, if you're out there and you want to join
Not
the
part of
inner...
the Momulan Star Empire.
There you go, yeah. There's always room for
I
more in the
heard
Star
the
Empire.
Muslim Empire needs more Romulans in it.
Oh, yeah, we're new. Chris is focused on gates instead of ships, so I'm going to go give him a hand. So he can get his ships. No, I will tend to his gates.
Josh, you got that gate over there?
Yep.
Okay.
For some reason, come on.
Chris, I'll take care of the radiation as much as I can, so feel free to kill things. I hate it when you get to the gateway and it just won't close.
Yeah.
Go, one down.
I love the Alliance fighters.
Wonder if Eric's gonna get that one back there. Looks like it.
The troop transports from the starbase are moving toward the planet.
Okay, so Erica's working on gateways as well.
The troop transports from the starbase are moving toward the planet.
Well, she probably got the ship she needed.
I got all mine except for the dreadnought. Oh. Oh. Feels like every bone in my body's on strike.
Really?
Just after an hour after this stream, I'll be streaming.
Oh, good for you.
Funny enough. I'll be doing something not Star Trek related, unfortunately.
I'll
Well-
give you a lurk.
I could actually lurk on people from work. Lurking. Lurking?
You like lurking in people's streams?
I try and help out by, giving them viewers and follows and stuff.
Yeah.
It does help. It's slowly increasing the amount of money we make from this, which isn't much, but it's something. Okay. It's on you, Id. Get that dreadnought. I won't shoot at it.
What I normally do is just combine them all together and just AoE them down.
Yeah, but he needs a dreadnought, so let's make sure he gets the dreadnought on it. Chris, did you get your 30? Or whatever you needed?
Is anyone going to tell the other guy?
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're going to do enough damage to worry about it.
Ships are attacking the starbase.
It was 30, and yes, Chris says.
How odd.
Did you not get the dreadnought?
I did not get credit for that kill.
Okay. So
Maybe he was not showing his full DPS.
Yeah. I wasn't holding back.
That's
I know you
Oh
weren't,
no!
but-
We'll have to do another thing. How terrible! Okay, what do we miss?
Did we break it? I think
There's
we
one.
broke it.
There's one hiding someplace. I haven't had this one break. I wonder if we've killed the dreadnought faster than that before.
Our troops have landed.
There we go.
Wow.
Oh, the horrors! We'll have to do something. Terran ships in the battle zone and Herc frigates. Well, we need to do. Let's see. What have we got? We've got. Can I put you down, Lolo? Oh, that's really painful.
I only
Oh.
need 10 Terran ships.
Well, maybe we go do them in the battle zone. What else have we got? Herc frigates. We can do swarm. We need a dreadnought. If we do swarm, there is a dreadnought in swarm. There's a hive that comes in.
Yeah, we might as well 4-man that one.
Okay, we can do that one and guarantee that you get the hive.
Yeah.
All right, so let me put that together then. Okay, we'll do swarm next. That'll cover a couple more things here.
Go put my disruptors away.
Yeah, good point. I can go back to using my beams up front again. Let's see, you go back. You go there. Where'd my Omni go?
You is a genius. So,
Great, my Omni disappeared. Chris is swapping ships, so we've got like a minute for this thing to start. I don't want you
The Hurk
there.
are about to overrun this
Come
planet,
on.
and time is a factor. Several
Where'd my
Jen
other
Hadar
beams
ships
go?
have been
Come on.
disabled by the Hurk. Give them a power boost to bring them back online. Be wary. Hurk scouts are searching the
Tell you
system
what, let's
for
do
easy
this.
prey. Work quickly. The main Hurk force will be here soon.
There we go. I'll go straight.
head to the right.
Okay.
And that'll be surplus to requirements.
Well, why don't you go left and clean up that side, and once we get this first bunch done, then you can go wherever you want. But leave the hive to Id so he can get that one done. Actually, Josh, as we clean things up, if you want to run around and hit the send power.
That's what I'm doing.
Yay. Where are we at with power? There's one over there.
I've got half of them done.
Yeah, I noticed that. Chris
You can
says,
say I'm pretty.
Chris says, I'll go gay.
Wow. Chris, no.
We're all in a bit of vibe tonight, aren't we?
Indeed.
The vibe.
I was going to say Coles to Newcastle, but okay.
Well done. The gem had died. Satellite is back online. We'll launch tractor mines against the Hook ships.
So, Chris, I may have said this before, but one of my friends came out to me and my mother when he was like 23. He's like, I need to tell you something. It's really important. And said, I'm gay. And my mom's like, and? He goes, aren't you shocked? No. It was not the big reveal he had hoped for. It was for his parents, though. They were unamused. So he lived with us for a couple of years while he was getting his feet on the ground after that. Was your mom good? Which one did we miss? Oh, that one. Got it, Joshua?
Mm-hmm.
When my middle brother came out, my mom told him get back in the closet. My dad called him a whale hunter because his boyfriend was from Wales.
At least he's got a good sense of humor.
Yeah, Wales, most Wales people have been called sheep shaggers.
Not being Welsh, I get the reference, but
Oh, that's rumor, not anything else.
we have
Anyone
no
treasure anything
evidence
else?
to that, so
Yeah.
don't go yelling at us for saying that. So, Chris, my friend who is gay, once said, well, what if your son came out as gay? I'd be like, I'd be relieved. He hasn't had a date in years. I can't see how in any way, shape, or form it would affect me. Other than
Just
to make sure he's happy.
If he's happy, you're happy.
You got
That's all that matters.
Yep. Yeah, no, it wouldn't. Chris, I didn't ask how many swarmers you needed.
I'm in the temple flight deck carrier.
Okay, Chris is all done. We can shoot everything except... Good morning there, Pale Chimera. Remember, if you see the dreadnought, leave it for id. Don't even think about going into it. Julie says, as long as he brings honor to his house, it's okay. Good point. And my son brings honor to my house.
There's a high dreadnought somewhere.
Did it appear?
Yep. Ed is on a gamma.
Okay. Id, go get him on Gamma. Chris, leave him alone.
En route.
Okay.
Hey, at least we're working as a team tonight.
Yeah, I like this. We're coordinating.
Well.
There we go. Got it. Okay, back down
Nice.
for me.
You got the
It would've
credit
been
for it,
more-
right?
Hmm?
You did get the credit this time, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
The one thing, it would have been more handy if it came to Alpha.
Yeah, but, you know, they hide. They're not... well, they are kind of stupid. So, Pale Chimera, Chuli, how are we doing today? Is everybody good? It's January 4th. I've only had one sort of disaster at work, but it actually got resolved. So I was
Wait,
telling
what?
you, how the doors refused to lock the day after New Year's.
Oh, yeah.
Except the ones that shouldn't lock refused to unlock even when they were keyed. It turns out the batteries on the system had died over the holidays. There had been some power fluctuations in the area, and they basically just killed the battery backups. So it was
Wow.
getting intermittent 12 to 24 volt surges for the battery system. They came out,
Damn.
yeah, they came out and did a,
Head to escape route Beta. Protect the refugee ships.
replaced all the batteries, said they're good for 3 years, but we're going to check them. And they're covered, so it's not like we had to pay anything, but... yeah, that's
All
why...
ex-
go ahead.
All exterior locks.
No. 3 exterior locks. The remaining exterior ones are all on actual keys. Because nobody uses them except like to go into the gardens.
Yeah. No, I was just trying to think of a way of putting a solar panel to keep.
Oh, that's actually not a bad thought. Yeah, Julie, I got up at 4:15ish so I could finish up all my Winter Wonderland stuff, make sure all of the projects that involved the Wonderland were wrapped. Finished up my races, made sure I turned in the gosh darn EPOs so I don't have to carry those around till next year.
Binge on a few final pies of the season.
I did not do the final pies of the season. I pigged out on 17 of them over 2 nights last night. My Starlight is rating us. Hi, my Starlight. Thank you so
pigged
much
out
for
on
the rating.
17 pies.
Not in one sitting. 11 and 6.
Oh, come on.
The most I've ever done is 11. I've never done 17. I know some people can do it, but short of actually trying to concentrate and only get the small pies and race between them and jump over the table, it seems like too much effort for pie.
You love pie.
Oh, I love pie, absolutely. But 11 in one sitting, I think that's my limit.
11 and 1? Oh, boy. I've never tried to, see how many pies I can eat in one sitting.
Let's see, my Starlight needs a bunch of fleet marks to finally get a shipyard for my fleet Jem'Hadar support carrier. Well, we should drag you into whatever we're doing next and you can start grabbing some fleet marks out of it. What are we doing next?
A Jupiter Routers or a Terran Battle Zone?
Why don't we do Terran Battle Zone because Chris has to do them in the BZ? Okay, no problem, my Starlight, but you're always welcome to jump in here and join the fracas. That is the morning here.
Oh yeah, we don't bite.
Much.
Get over there.
Yet.
More like nibble. I mean, we are Moopsy, but we're still in the cute phase.
At least you're not drunk while doing this show.
No, that was last night. Actually, that was not last night.
Yeah, that was New Year's Eve.
Oh, yeah, New Year's Eve. Actually, New Year's Eve was good. Just enough alcohol to feel good. Not enough to feel bad the next day. Adieu, adieu, my starlight. Thank you very much for the raid. Say hi to your folks from us. I have no idea who we are, but that doesn't stop us from saying hi. Yeah. Won't bite if paid for it.
Does pie like pie?
I think so, but pie in Denmark isn't pie, is it? It's different. Two crusted pies are a very American thing. Probably, which means they're originally from England, because that's where so much of our food came from originally.
Yeah. Not guilty for that one.
I like two crusted pies. I make killer pie. My mother used to make pies that had so much shortening in the crust that she couldn't get them off the board and into the pie pan. But when you bake them, they would be the lightest, fluffiest, flakiest things. And I learned from her.
So what you're saying is your mother couldn't make perfect pastry?
No, they were not. Taste-wise, they were amazing. Convenience-wise and baking, she hated it. And I've never had that problem, but I learned the trick, which is you roll them out on a sheet of wax paper so they can stick to the wax paper as much as you want to, and then you stick them in the fridge or the freezer for about 15 minutes so that the fat starts to firm up a little bit, and then you put them into the pan just by flipping the wax paper into the pan.
Yeah.
Had I but known enough about cooking then to do that, yeah, I would have.
I've never been good at that rolling pin maneuver.
Yeah, no. I learned the fold it into sections maneuver. So you're doing it and then you fold it into quarters and then you kind of position it in the pan. But the roll it out on wax paper, let it get a little firm, stick it in the pan just by flipping it, works really well.
I'm already in the Badlands, by the way.
Apparently we're going off to the Badlands, everybody.
Yeah. I know someone had Terran ships in the Badlands. So.
We have Chris's Terran ships in the Badlands.
I make some killer flour tortillas.
Oh, from scratch?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Hey, that's a recipe. I don't know what the recipe will be. We'll figure it out.
Do we stage a Terran coup in the Badlands?
We can, yes, if I can get there.
Just use the spoils of war transwarp.
Well, I'm between screens.
Oh.
There we go.
I mean, we could use them as the raft for the Hasperat.
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
We can use the Terran carcasses as the new Terran pie.
And then, if you add cinnamon to the mix and then fry them,
yes,
you get buñuelos.
Oh, yes. Yes,
you just stretch those in cinnamon sugar and
yummy, yummy. Oh, share recipes. Pale Chimera says, I'm having to use the full Twitch site because the mobile app is stuttering and crashing with an unexpected error.
Oh, that's just Twitch being twitchy.
Yeah, it's actually the reason I use the laptop at work for doing Twitch when I'm just like lurking.
Oh, when you want to chat to somebody.
Yeah. Twitch app is an unexpected error. Yeah, it works sometimes. Oh, let's see. I guess I better go up there. I will go up and tackle the 3 o'clock space bagel. Is that a space bagel? No, that's not the bagel. That is a power station.
Just a warning on this. Mm-hmm. There's an entire group who are systematically going through this.
Perfect. That's the way you should do it.
As an entire group just descends on one area.
That's the way to do it.
I'm with the group.
So you're part of the problem, not part of the solution?
No, I'm gonna leave I'm gonna leave the formation and leave to another area.
Chris, I'm going to stay in close to the power thing so you can go shoot everything. Id, didn't you say you had Terrence as well?
No.
Oh.
No, I did.
You did.
Mine,
Oh, well, then you
my
go do
turn's
it.
already done.
I'll just stay down here and give us some coverage.
It's a very tyranny problem.
The terror of the Terran Empire.
It's tyranny.
Tyranny?
It says Terrans. Tyranny.
Yeah, I got it. I was chuckling. It's hard to hear the chuckle. It's hard to hear the chuckle here. It's not a Shrike, is it?
There is a Shrike in her.
Sweet.
That incoming Terran Nebula science vessel will try to push you out of the area.
Do we have a in-game reason why the Shrike exists?
No, I didn't hear a backstory for it. Chris says this is a Romulan Borg adapted battlecruiser. The one that's over by us.
The Shrike got destroyed, didn't it?
Yeah.
Science vessel will use repulsors to keep you away from the satellite.
But is there a story reason we've got it?
Device shut down 1/3.
I think it's just a reason to have it.
Watch for additional
Yeah.
plasma
Yep.
storms.
In story, the Shrike was just a ship with no background made by a syndicate sold for money.
Nebula science vessel incoming. Watch out for repulsor beams.
What else do we have to do after we're done with the Terrans?
Watch out. Terran Nebula class science vessel will use repulsor beams.
That's up to your imagination, Mum.
Well, I want to make sure we've all got our endeavors handled.
Okay, how about we turn the question to you, Mum Consortium?
Yes. What are my endeavors? I have harvest materials in space.
How many?
2. It's not a big project. Something I can handle later.
Currently in space.
I mean, I'll run off and do like the Romulan patrols and all that stuff. Chris says Chris is done.
Or could stage a military coup in this area.
I'm thinking, let's see where we're at. We have only 3 more before the planet killers drop.
No, you mean the Terran space station.
Those, you knew what I meant. The big things, the big bosses drop. Get yourself some lithium. Get yourself some elite marks. Most Delta Quadrant patrols have at least 1 material to harvest in space. The Romulan patrols all have 2, many have 3. And the trick is, if you get 6 that you have to harvest, you go and pick up the mats, leave, and come back and do it, and then kill off the bad guys.
Nebula science vessel incoming. Watch out for repulsor beams. Nebula science vessel incoming. Watch out for repulsor beams.
Wish you could just tether yourself to the power station.
Like what I'm doing.
Yes. How are you doing
I'm
that?
at 1/4 impulse.
Yeah, but every now and then it'll just pivot and move someplace.
I can even do this with the Odyssey class.
Well, the turn radius on this
shown.
one is really hard to keep up with that thing.
Watch out. Terran Nebula class science vessel will use repulsor to keep you away from the satellite.
Almost there on this one. This will be the last one, and then the planet killers. Excuse me. The other things will appear.
Watch out. The
stations will appear.
Right. There'll be one just north of us. Are you still on the other team there? Or did you come over here to join us on this one?
Ed,
What's up?
are you not joining us in the military queue of the Badlands?
No, I'm hanging back.
Okay.
Aw, come on. I heard you're the Terran Overlord of Deep Space Nine and Bajor. Did you not hear that rumor that Mum?
No, that one I didn't hear. I thought I heard all rumors, but that one I didn't hear.
I heard he's a traitorous leader over Deep Space Nine. He uses his personal... He makes it warp into orbit of any species that decides to piss him off.
Chris, yes, I do like your ship.
That's in the Ambassador class.
Remember
Oh,
the good
that's
old
got-
days when you used to bounce off these shields and get thrown away? And have to come back? Or am I the only person old enough to remember how this used to work?
Wait, you used to bounce off these shields?
Yeah, if you hit the station shields, it still works that way. You run into them, you'll bounce off of them, and it throws you out about 5 kilometers. But they used to be really reactive.
And in the Terran universe, Dartmouth Consortium is the dictator over Earth.
No. The Dark Mountain Consortium is the friendly place. We're always friendly, whether we're Mirror Universe. We're universally friendly. The only difference is in the Mirror Universe, the left side of our face is on the right.
So what you're saying is you have opposite places for stuff.
Yes, internally, externally, we are mirror images of ourselves. But we still have the same friendly, helpful attitude as we kill things.
As you slaughter countless races.
Yeah, exactly. But we're friendly about it. And good morning, Mar Hawkman. Or weird enough to want that? Yes, always weird enough. You should know that. Another little power station here. Is everybody up here at the first one? Is nobody chewing away at the second ones? What are we missing? There it is. Oh, good. Somebody's working on a different one. Chris says, I'm just a peaceful lead author and scientist on Starfleet's Project Hope, an effort to replenish Starfleet's capability by retrofitting different ships for use in fast response strike or defense groups. Actually, that sounds like a cool story. That is a cool story.
You know what I'd have? An attack wing of all Connies. You know the strange new old Connie?
Yeah.
With modern phasers. With modern shields.
Oh, by the way, folks, if you do Paramount Plus has pulled all of the original 6 TOS movies off the list.
Why?
Because it's... Paramount Plus is losing money like crazy on their streaming services, because everybody's losing money on their streaming services. And they have given it... I want to say they gave it back to HBO Max. So it's not... Which HBO Max used to have them. Max, excuse me. It's just Max now. Which, interestingly, is free with my internet. Go figure that one. But
Well, Paramount Plus is not going to be the home of Star Trek anymore at some point.
well, it might be, but right now having that there is making the negotiations or the tentative negotiations with Warner Brother Discovery even harder. So they pulled those off, which they did the last time they sold Paramount.
Then they put them back.
And then they put them
preferably.
back, correct. Yeah, so that is the plan. It'll probably be off until the sale goes through, or if they go with Sundance instead, which is a possibility still.
But you still got the original series, you know.
They have the series, they just don't have the movies. But you can also see the series on like H&I and a couple other channels here in the States.
Are
Roku.
you sure they've?
Roku.
Are you sure about that?
About what? Pulling the movies?
They haven't pulled them yet.
No, they haven't pulled them yet. I think it's the 10th or the 14th. The announcement was made yesterday that it's coming up shortly, so go watch them while you can. Or if you're like me and you've got them on Max, you don't care if they're in one or the other. I think Ed and I were talking about it, though, the other day, about just getting out of Paramount Plus until the next series comes out. And you should drop your shields. Thank you very much. There we go.
Be prepared.
Sorry, Lita. Repairs didn't work today. My apologies. Let's see what's next. I'm going to the one in the 1 o'clock position.
And
If I can move. I'm stuck on something. There we go. Markman says, this makes me think the entire entertainment industry will collapse soon. I don't think so. But I think you're going to see a major revamping of it.
or New World Order. Doesn't matter really.
So the theater that I've talked about by us does first-run movies, like 6 of them at a time. It's not a mega theater. But 1 day a week is, or 2 days a week, they will take one theater and feature something different. So this month it's sci-fi movies, or allegedly science fiction movies. They're doing Galaxy Quest, they're doing Wrath of Khan, which is next Tuesday. A couple other really good ones, and then that's Tuesday nights and Saturdays. But their big focus is the fact they're a brew pub. So you go in there and you get a proper dinner. You watch a movie. I mean, you can just do popcorn if you want to, but it's a big comfy seat, good acoustics, good sound systems, good beer, really good beer. Unusual movies as well as first-run movies. And I think, and it's basically the same price as it was for going to a mega complex theater and spending $100 on on movies, drinks, popcorn for you and your date. That's because that's what it's coming to. It's $100 to go to the theaters these days. I mean, tickets are $20, $30. Speaking of, though, I was listening to an article from the director of Godzilla -1, and everyone was saying, "Oh my God, you did such a great job for a movie with only a $15 million budget." And his response was, $15 million, I wish. Which means they did it for a lot less than $15 million. Okay, it looks like we got all 3. We got all 3. Woohoo! Huzzah!
Excellent work.
Well, I don't need Voth. Oh, this one isn't Voth. This one's Terrence still.
Mm-hmm.
Chris, they didn't do marketing in any country except Japan.
Making a final push. All ships assembled to present a united front against the Terran forces.
So what little money they put into marketing in Japan was indeed very little money. It was successful pretty much on word of mouth.
Yeah, no. Every time the studio says this movie costs this much to make, it's like, really?
Yeah.
Okay, let's.
Well,
What what kind of creative accounting are you working on?
So true.
That's a variable, and often when Hollywood does cost to make, they are actually leaving out cost to promote.
Right, correct. And often that is as much as the production budgets.
And also, sometimes Hollywood, if they want to make the number seem smaller than it really was in cost to make, will actually give you the cost for principal photography alone. Or
they will do whatever they need
even
to do
in
to
some
spin
cases, they will actually give you the planned budget, not the actual budget.
Yeah. But I
So
think they keep coming back to the issue with movies not doing well is they burn out on the audience. So
also there's the angle of the more it costs to make the movie, the harder it is to make a profit.
Yes, indeed.
It's just like a basic a principle that you mentioned when you're talking about Godzilla -1 is that movie has come close to giving them like 10 times the money they spent actually making it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, also the whole thing reminds me of the story of the production of this old movie from the 1950s called Devil Girl from Mars.
Okay, got me on that one.
It was made by people in Scotland, and they were taking a script that was originally done as a stage play. So when you watch the movie, you're like, oh, they're in this room. They spend however much time talking in this room, and then you switch to a completely different room for like 20 or 30 minutes.
Yeah,
Why? Because it was originally set up as a stage play. They're not going to extensively rewrite to make the camera work more dynamic. They're just going to use it as is.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That is a very common use of stage plays. Is just do it exactly like it's a stage play, but being
the interesting part with this though is that supposedly principal photography for that movie took 1 month.
That seems like a lot. Is that me though?
Well, actually, for major Hollywood productions, it might be 6 or 7.
Really, for principal photography, that's crazy.
But see, part of that with the more recent Hollywood stuff, though, is actually including cases where they decided they needed to do reshoots because they decided they wanted to rejigger the story after they'd already finished principal photography and stupid stuff like that. Allegedly, you remember the She-Hulk series? One of the things that came out about the She-Hulk series is that, you know how there is that fight in the courtroom where She-Hulk fights Titania?
Yeah.
That was originally scripted to happen in a later episode and not early in the series.
So why did they move it?
Apparently they moved it because they felt that the early episodes were too boring and wanted to put something exciting in one of the early episodes. But by doing so, they forced themselves to reshoot a bunch of things because of the fact that they'd already filmed stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's just like one of those things where you like scratch your head. It's like, why didn't you guys, iron the wrinkles out of the story before you started filming it?
Yeah, there's a reason to have a storyboard.
There's an issue like that in the aired pilot for Power Rangers.
Yeah.
So in that episode, there are shots where you see the heroes wearing their iconic color-coded communicator watches, right?
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, they don't get those until like episode 12 or 13.
Continuity, it's a thing.
Yeah, right? And all those scenes are from an episode where Billy is having, a crisis of, being able to fight and all that. But they spliced it in the first episode because they needed something to pad it out.
Okay, so the fact that you said Billy means you're looking at the Americanized version.
Right.
Yeah, yes, that's why I said Power Rangers. The inaccuracies of Super Sentai are a whole nother can of worms.
Different production country, country and company.
Yeah.
But also different sets of weirdness.
Yep.
Well, folks, I need to get to work. Not to interrupt the conversation here, but I do need to get to work. Because, payroll. Paychecks. Need to pay for this. Unless you guys are willing to pay for this by contributing. All right, let's go raid somebody. If anybody's out there. Well, that's not the button I wanted.
I mean,
there we
I
go.
can try to start up an IdFans.
IdFans only.
I've had to remove a lot of people off my friends list because my friends list is too long.
Oh, it's just Alt Lexington and us, so we're going to raid Alt Lexington.
Why not?
Chris says, have a moopsome day, Mom. If all it fails, drink bones and stay moopsy. Yeah, I think we have to go with stay moopsome. That is the way we have to run here. All right, we're going to do our raid here. So everybody, yes, moopsy. Everyone have a moopsy day, and on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, stay moopsome.